so happy to be here with you today and to tell you about my upcoming course, Master Your Creativity, guided and led by yours truly and St. Hildegard of Bingen. St. Hildegard and I have been journeying side by side now for over 30 years. I have studied her theological works. I have studied and sung her music. I have studied her medicine. I've also been to the Hildegard sites in Germany 3 times. And in this journey, there have been many challenges as I've moved forward with my life. And through all of them, St. Hildegard has been right there by my side, guiding me. I have moved now into really what I like to say is the life of my dreams. And I want to share one story of how Hildegard helped me with a challenge. I was geared up to learn how to tap dance. I clearly knew it was what I was meant to do. It was to become part of what became my first performance piece for my production company, Feathers on the Breath of God, and tap dancing was going to be part of it. And so there I was, showing up for my first tap class, and the very next day, I loved the class, by the way, but the very next day, I couldn't walk. I was in massive pain. I had injured my foot, and I came to understand that I had a whopping case of plantar fasciitis. I was on crutches for a while. Twice a week I went for acupuncture, and all of those months as I was healing, I had Hildegard's book, 𝗬𝗂𝗿 with me, and I would read it in small chunks and just sense the power of her and her journey. And I knew that if Hildegard could do all that she did 1,200 years ago, I could get through this plantar fasciitis, and yes, I could continue to learn how to tap dance. So that's one small example of how, connecting with her life and work, I got such strength to keep going. Now, as you connect with the material on this page, down below this video, you can read all about this course, my journey in creating it, the structure, the content of the classes. And if you feel, wow, this is a fit for me, you also might notice that you have some what I call draining voices in your head. Things like, I'm too old to really go forward with my life and the dreams that are deep inside me. Or, I have a day job and children to take care of, and I can't be going off to Machu Picchu or creating my own business. Or, that voice, oh my God, so-and-so, like mom or dad or my brother or my best friend, they're not going to approve of this. You hear those voices. And so I want to encourage you to contact me if these voices are stopping you. And let's talk about it. I know that I've had countless what I call naysayers going on in my head, and I've become a real expert at learning how to not let those voices stop me. Because that's what this is about. You having the life of your dreams. You getting in touch with your inner beauty and listening to what it has to say to you. And then moving forward full of energy and confidence and the guidance on how to go about creating it and living it. So I want to briefly go over the structure and content of the course. There's much more information about this below this video. But the structure is very simple. We begin on May 7th and we go through September 17th. So we're going to be journeying for about 5 months together. There are 5 classes. And the first one is all about what I call viriditas, which is Hildegard's word for greening power. And this class is going to be fun, relaxing. I'm going to teach you a simple way to do watercolor painting. You're going to create a flower, and that flower is going to speak to you. And I know some of you are probably thinking, oh my God, I can't paint to save my life. Well, the answer is yes, you can. And St. Hildegard and I are going to show you how. And so each class will start with the first week me delivering the content via film, PDFs, and audio recordings. They'll arrive in your inbox. And then the following week, we'll have a coaching call. We'll get together on Zoom, and you can ask me questions, give me feedback, let me know this part I love, this part I didn't quite understand, can you clarify? And so we'll just have a nice time together where I can answer your questions, and we can become a community. The third week you're on your own, and really into the fourth week, and there I ask you to implement, do the homework. Yes, paint your flower. And then the final week, the fourth week, we'll come together and we will have what I'm going to call a Zoom show and tell. I want you to come with your paintings and let's share the experience. What happened for you? I want to hear about it. Others in the class will want to hear about it. And so that structure will stay consistent. The class number 2 is all about her illuminations. I'm going to go in great depth and show you one of them and explain how it works. And then I'm going to ask you to take the images of her illuminations and see which one in particular speaks to you. And I'm going to show you, together with St. Hildegard, how to take a deep dive with that illumination, your special illumination. And so in that class, you're going to move out of any sense of limitation that you have into being super motivated to move forward. In class 3, the Kyrie body prayer, any fears that you have are going to dissolve as I teach you the music and some simple movements to Hildegard's entire Kyrie. For those of you who feel that a certain range that I'm teaching isn't quite where your voice is, I'll guide you in finding the perfect part of your voice to sing this song. Some folks feel like, oh, Hildegard's music is too challenging to sing, and I'm going to simplify things for you and show you how you can use this music for you. And there'll be movements to go with the phrases, so we're going to actually create, some people could call it a dance, I like to call it a body prayer. Into the 4th class we go, which is healing. And yes, Hildegard was a powerful healer, and I'm going to invite you to sample some of her remedies and also to name an area of your life where you would like healing. I'm going to teach you a way to dialogue with Saint Hildegard to actually receive her guidance for this area of pain in your life. And so we're going to help you move out of pain into peace. And finally, the grand finale, which is build your own Rupertsburg. Now, Rupertsburg was one of the abbeys that St. Hildegard built. Financially independent of the men of her day, this amazing architect created this abbey. And I'm going to tell you a lot more about it in our class, but what we're going to do in this class is actually, you are going to build your own Rupertsburg. And no, it's not going to be this massive monastery. It's going to be a model, a 3D little version of your vision for your life. What is it you want to create? And I'm going to ask you, we're going to get really arts and crafty. I'm going to ask you to create a 3-dimensional model of your Rupertsburg. So as you can see, I am just brimming with joy for this class to begin. If you are feeling like this is a fit for you, all you have to do today is click that button, Master Your Creativity. If you feel like it's a fit, don't let those voices, those naysayers stop you. And so, yes, click the button and join us. Master Your Creativity is waiting. St. Hildegard and I are waiting.